All right, Shady Spotlight fam, buckle up because we've got a huge dose of news dropping today. First off, the legendary Bruce Springsteen is laying it all out, not holding back his feelings about Donald Trump's insults. He's finally revealing exactly how he feels when the former president targets him, and trust us, it's juicy. Then, we're diving deep into why Bruce Springsteen thinks the Democratic Party might be straying too far left for America. Is he seeing a disconnect between the party and everyday folks? We've got the details straight from the boss. But wait, there's more. We're also getting a behind-the-scenes look at Springsteen's new film, Deliver Me From Nowhere, and his surprising reason for finally saying yes to the project. Plus, he's still got touring and new music on his mind. And to top it all off, we're revisiting Bruce Springsteen's all-time idol, Elvis Presley, and the massive impact he had on music and the American dream. You do not want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's get into it. Springsteen's Trump takedown, the boss fires back. The legendary Bruce Springsteen is finally breaking his silence on what he really thinks about Donald Trump's personal insults directed his way. After Trump publicly called him highly overrated, dumb as a rock, and a jerk, Springsteen has responded, and his words are anything but shy. In a recent interview with Time magazine, the boss stated unequivocally, "I absolutely couldn't care less what he thinks about me." He went on to deliver a scathing critique, calling Trump the living personification of what the 25th Amendment and impeachment were for. Springsteen didn't stop there, expressing his disappointment in Congress, saying, if Congress had any guts, he'd be consigned to the trash heap of history. He also emphasized his commitment to speaking out, explaining, if I'm going to stay true to who I've tried to be, I can't give these guys a free pass. He believes Trump's appeal is based on lies and that the former president only cares about himself and the wealthy elite. This exchange has ignited a firestorm online, with fans dissecting Springsteen's every word and debating the ongoing political commentary from music icons. Many are praising Springsteen for his candor and for continuing to use his platform to voice his convictions. Don't go anywhere, because Bruce Springsteen is also weighing in on the future of the Democratic Party and what it means for the nation. Next up, Springsteen's bold take on the Democrats and why he believes they're missing the mark. Springsteen's warning, Dems losing touch, Trump still history. Rock icon Bruce Springsteen is sounding the alarm, suggesting the Democratic Party may be alienating voters with policies perceived as too far left, even as he remains a fierce critic of former President Donald Trump. This comes as Springsteen himself has a long history of supporting Democratic candidates, from Kamala Harris and Joe Biden to Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. In a candid interview with Time magazine, Springsteen articulated a sentiment shared by some within the left-leaning sphere, a growing disconnect between the party and the everyday American. He stated, we're desperately in need of an effective alternative party or for the Democratic Party to find someone who can speak to the majority of the nation. There is a problem with the language that they're using and the way they're trying to reach people. The article highlighted the irony of Springsteen, a wealthy artist, appealing to working-class fans, many of whom have reportedly gravitated towards Trump. Springsteen lamented that a lot of people bought into his lies and that Trump doesn't care about the forgotten anybody but himself and the multi-billionaires. He reiterated his strong stance against Trump, calling him the living personification of what the 25th Amendment and impeachment were for, and urging that, if Congress had any guts, he'd be consigned to the trash heap of history. This dual criticism has sparked widespread discussion, with commentators analyzing Springsteen's strategic positioning and the broader implications for the upcoming political landscape. His remarks are being seen as a significant commentary from a major cultural figure on both party strategies and the lingering impact of the Trump era. Stick around, because we're getting an inside look at Springsteen's personal life and a surprising new project he's involved with. Next up, the real reason behind Bruce Springsteen's new film and his plans for the future. Springsteen gets candid, old age frees him, new film on the way. Bruce Springsteen is opening up about getting older, his upcoming film, Deliver Me From Nowhere, and his continued passion for touring and making music. The legendary rocker revealed a surprisingly candid reason for finally giving his blessing to a film about his life and music. When asked why he agreed to the project, Springsteen, now 76, quipped to Time magazine, "I'm old. I don't give a F what I do anymore. As you get older, you feel a lot freer." Far from slowing down, he confirmed his intention to continue touring with the E Street Band and pursue new musical endeavors. "I just want to keep going," he stated, expressing a desire to make records that deal with subjects people haven't heard me deal with yet. He also revisited his decision to criticize Donald Trump during his European tour, reiterating his stance that he cannot give these guys a free pass and that many people fell for Trump's lies. When Trump's insults were brought up, Springsteen's dismissive response was clear. "I absolutely couldn't care less what he thinks about me." Fans are buzzing about Springsteen's newfound sense of freedom and his commitment to his art, seeing it as a testament to his enduring spirit. The anticipation for the new film and potential new music is palpable. But before we wrap up today's Springsteen deep dive, we're taking a trip back to explore the artist who inspired the boss himself. Next up, Springsteen's profound admiration for the one and only Elvis Presley. Springsteen on Elvis, the undisputed king of rock. Bruce Springsteen has long held a deep reverence for rock and roll pioneers, but he consistently emphasizes that no one could ever truly replace the monumental impact of Elvis Presley. The boss believes Elvis wasn't just a musician, he was an embodiment of the American spirit itself. Springsteen, who himself became a global icon, acknowledged the transformative power of artists like Chuck Berry and the Rolling Stones. However, when discussing artists who reached a unique level of cultural significance, he pointed to Presley. "He was as big as the whole country itself, as big as the whole dream," Springsteen stated. "He just embodied the essence of it, and he was in mortal combat with the thing. Nothing will ever take the place of that guy." Springsteen recognized that while he himself brought charisma to his performances, Presley's presence was on a different scale, fundamentally changing pop music and setting the standard for what a superstar could be. He noted that even artists like Michael Jackson, in their prime, likely benefited from the groundwork Presley laid. This reflection on Elvis highlights Springsteen's appreciation for musical history and the foundational figures who paved the way for rock and roll. It resonates with fans who see Springsteen as a torchbearer for authentic rock music, deeply connected to its roots. That's all the news we've got for you today, but don't go anywhere yet. We've got a super quick recap coming your way. And that's a wrap on today's Shady Spotlight. We heard Bruce Springsteen absolutely dismiss Donald Trump's insults, learned why he thinks the Democrats are too far left, got the inside scoop on his new film and his feelings about getting older, and revisited his ultimate idol, Elvis Presley. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below, and follow us on all socials so you don't miss a single update. We'll see you next time.